All right, we're back at it. This time we've got a 2025 model Stabicraft 2050 Trekker. This boat was custom ordered for a client that's moving up from a 1550 Fisher to do more of the same stuff he's doing now, but as we like to say, better. With his family involved, he's got to have a bit more seats in the boat. This boat is powered by a Yamaha 200 inline 4 2.8 liter DEC motor. That's digital shift, digital throttle, and of course electric steer. It's got a 9.9 electric start, power tilt, remote kicker with a Garmin Reactor 40 autopilot, and we're equipped with Garmin electronics. Obviously we've got a Garmin radar on the roof. This has a 1243 XSV inside. Obviously he's got this GHC20 autopilot kit on the front for the Reactor 40 and a VHF 215 AIS radio. It's got the ski tow bar from the factory. As you can see, the 9.9s hanging off the port side, starboard side 2-step boarding ladder. We've got a GT51 TM transducer on the bottom and an Airmar TM 261TH 1 kilowatt transducer on the bottom. This boat is going to be a fish killer. He's going to have the opportunity to do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, wherever he wants. We've got a Garmin Kraken Force on the front. It's a 72-inch shaft with a 36-volt lithium battery in the transom box. This thing is titties. It's going to be nice. All right, let's check it out inside. Do a little walkthrough from the back. We got black U-deck everywhere. This is a light gray stage 1 paint. I'll walk through here. Got a little bit of cleaning to do, of course. This is the pre-trial sea trial. Make sure everything's operational before we bring the client in for the sea trial. Start at the back. Standard US fish box, 2 flip-down seats. We've got his battery compartment down below. We've got a breaker for the Kraken down here on the side. This boat has a diesel heater in it, which some of you may not have seen yet. It's got a nice fold-out fuel tank right here, which is just super slick. Looks like it holds about 2 liters, maybe half a gallon. And then of course, the diesel heater is right behind the port side seat, right there. And the output for the heat is up here in the cabin. I'm sure it's gonna cook us out. It's already too warm here, but when it gets cold, it's gonna be nice. Fusion stereo system up in the dash. Speaker here, speaker here. We got a washdown pump, hose kit, and gun. We got an onboard 36-volt no-co battery charger with a shore power plug here, which is nice. This fish box was plumbed for a live well, as you can see. We've got the cockpit rod holders, port and starboard side. We've got a starboard side seat box, port side blade style seat to accommodate a porta potty, as you can see here. And of course, 2 captain's chairs, elite bolsters on mechanical suspension bases. We have to turn the battery switch on real quick. Turn on this screen here. Turn the key on for the motor. Trim this motor down. Oh, it's glorious. These digital electric steer 200s are so nice. You can control lock to lock in terms of rotation of the steering wheel. So it comes standard from the factory at 7, which is quite a bit. 7 turns left or right, rather, for full lock to lock. We like to turn around to 4 to 5, so steering is just super smooth. Of course, the Reactor 40 on the kicker motor has its own remote right here, point and shoot, and the Reactor 40, or the Kraken up front rather, has its own separate remote right here. I'm gonna fire up this motor real quick. Too easy. We got the Reactor 40 on a remote as well. I keep saying Reactor 40, I should say kicker. That guy's fired up. These cold-blooded machines always take a minute. Perfect. As you guys are well aware with the Trekker model, you just got to open this, unlock these guys, fold them down, slide them open. Of course, this boat has the full canvas kit down below in the bag, so it'll have side, front curtains as well as a rear drop curtain. You've got cockpit lights on the rod and radar arch right here, which are super nice. Of course, 8 rod holders across the roof, and the Garmin GMR Phantom 18X radar. This client did not opt for a drum winch, which is an option on these boats. He's going to be using his Kraken for that kind of activity. As you can see, we've got everything wired in here on the Garmin plug-in receptacle with all the cabling running down the port side to the battery box. Gonna turn on that Kraken right now, flip the breaker, make sure everything is good to go, supply power to it, and we're gonna go out for a little quick sea trial, see what this baby can do. We'll cut to the sea trial here shortly. All right, we're back at it. This time we're out in the water in this 2025 Stabicraft 2050 Trekker with the Yamaha 200 DEC on the back. This is a pretty sweet boat, to say the least. We've got this thing fully equipped. We've got a Garmin 1243 XSV up front with actually I think we've got a Garmin 8612 XSV, as we're running a TM 265LH 1 kilowatt transducer and a GT23 in tandem. Obviously, we've got a Reactor 40 GHC20 screen up front here in parallel with the Yamaha screen. I'm currently testing the Kraken force. We're just going to turn this boat around real quick. Hit the propeller button, fire this guy up. I mean, this thing is sweet. Point and shoot type of combo. Gonna head upriver for this guy. It's too easy to operate. Got a little heading sensor on this guy. Point us in the direction. Now, obviously, you guys got plenty of time on your hands to deal with these types of things. We're just out here making sure everything works. I'm gonna hit this button here, turn off the propeller. Too easy. We're gonna stow this guy back to sea. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of radar test action. Super easy to find the radar on these boats. You hit the home button, you can choose a radar. You can do single, dual overlay, charts with the radar overlay, which is kind of useful. Hit the transmit button, let it spin up, and we've got radar, as expected. Obviously, we like to test everything on this boat. Deck wash is super easy. This got a through-hole pickup on the bottom. Ideally, this thing is ready to rock and roll. Pressurizing. Perfect. Obviously, I like to depressurize these when we're done using them by turning them off and spraying the overpressure overboard. Let's run this guy and see what we get for numbers, cruise speed up and down the river. That should be interesting. Turn off the radar real quick. Close this front hatch. Run over to Yamaha section. We want to see vessel, Yamaha. Sometimes you can read vessel and engines, which is nice. Gives you quite a bit of information right on the front. Let's run this guy. Motor's up, trim down. We got a bit of an incoming tide. We're at 24.6 miles an hour, 24 miles an hour or so.
zero trim right now. I'm going to trim up a bit. You're supposed to like to spray a bit in the rear. You can hear the boat lift. They take quite a bit of trim. 4.3 miles per gallon, 26 miles per hour against an oncoming tide. I'm going to turn quite sharply here. This boat can handle it. And then we're going to check it against the tide, or with the tide rather. Trim up a bit, get that same 3,900 RPMs, 37, 38, 39. It's pretty good economy, boys and girls. 4.6 miles per hour, 29 miles an hour, 3,900 RPMs. Now, it's my experience these boats will do 46 miles an hour at about 6,200 RPMs. I'm not going to do it on this sea trial because I don't need to. I've done it before. But rest assured, these boats get great fuel economy at about 3,800 RPMs. Cruising at about 25 to 30 miles an hour. You're going to see north of 4 miles per gallon. Let's turn around. You can see the spray off the back of these boats when you got it trimmed down. Especially if I speed up. But of course, as soon as you trim up, your speed at 26 miles an hour and 3.7 miles a gallon at 4,000 RPMs will significantly improve as the ride quality does as you trim up out of that hole. 25 moves to 30, 3.5 moves to 4 miles per gallon, and the RPM at the same throttle position rises by 350 RPMs. Get a cavitation here. There it is. It's smooth sailing. I really like this trekker. These trekkers offer a combination across the board for sport fishing, cruising with the family, seating for 6, plus the 2 on the back, that's 8, rated for 8, 200 horsepower rating, run a 4-cylinder inline like this Yamaha, or throw a V6 on the back, either Honda or Yamaha in our line of work at least, and you're going to be running a 3.6 or a 4.2 liter. If you really want to go fast, the 200 horsepower block is awesome. 52 miles an hour, 57 if you're running that Yamaha, which is wild, especially if you tune them up like some of our guys do. But at the end of the day, if you're running a 4-cylinder inline 200 or a 150, you're going to see 41 to 42, up to 45, 46 miles per hour. That's a whole shot at about 40% trim. This is awesome. Now, it's super important to note the versatility of these boats. Let me turn this guy back around. This walkthrough up front is so nice, especially when you got a hot day. Like, it's almost 80 degrees Fahrenheit today. We can just walk right up the front bow. Easy access. I'm really excited for these guys for this summer. We got the pink salmon season coming in. We're going to be casting buzz bombs off the front. You got a nice bow rail, an easy seated position. Nice for the kids to hang out and relax in. Of course, the standing height at the helm with the soft top is excellent. You know, I'm 6'6". For you guys down south, that's close to 2 meters. I'm standing underneath. The rod arch is the only thing I bump my head on. Everything else, plenty of standing room. Even when I'm at the helm, you know, I'm operating clean line of sight. And when I'm seated, which is really nice, you got a full windshield view. And of course, if you want to sit on the bolster,
it's even more accommodating. The seats obviously swivel. They slide back and forth. The ski tow bar on the back is going to make the kids' adventures way more fun. It's going to be hard to beat. This is a vessel that really accommodates a lot of people and a lot of different fishing activities. I'm going to crank this diesel heater on, see what happens. It's quite easy. Hit the button. Hit it again. Don't overthink it. We'll let this guy crank up. I'll let you know how it goes. You know where we're at. It's Everett, Washington, boat country, North America's largest Stabicraft dealer, Washington State's largest used boat dealership. Give us a call anytime, 425-259-6126, or you can reach me directly at acesmith@boatcountry.com. We sea trial every single boat we sell, normally twice, once before the customer gets in it and again with the customer. If you're interested in going for a sea trial, let us know. We can generally accommodate water testing of certain or specific boats as long as we have one ready, especially if you're a committed buyer looking to move forward with the Stabicraft. We look forward to hearing from you.